Hi everybody and welcome back to Mani Pro Monday. It's been a while since we've seen you guys, right? Every week. You guys have been here. I know you guys are all regulars. We see you in the comment section, which is awesome. So I hope you guys have been enjoying the new segment. Today we're going to be doing a kind of fierce, fiery look with dip. And hopefully you guys are excited for today. You guys already saw the Instagram posts. Keep an eye out in the comment section because Ricky's going to be posting the link for you guys to go ahead and enter for the giveaway, and you guys will be winning a Dipfinity starter kit. So now's the chance. Go ahead and click the link. Give you guys some time to go ahead and enter in all your information and then come back to watching the Facebook Live. Yeah, okay, so right here I have my hand model's nails all prepped. I went ahead and I used the Mani Pro Passport. This is the unicorn one. If you guys haven't seen this in person, you gotta see it and get your hands on one because it is amazing. I like to use the KP60 handpiece at shows and demos, and then I also have the KP55 at my shop. I went ahead and I used the enhancement prep bit, and I already went around and I cleaned up her cuticle area. So it's nice and smooth. Her nails are already prepped, no oils are on them, so she's ready for application. And this is really quick, really simple. I know you guys have been watching, so you know how fast these demos go. Versus picking it up on the side camera. Lovely #1 dehydrator. I love the color. As Jess mentioned before, you know, these are all different color coded, and they all have different numbers on them, so as long as you can count to 4, you're good. So go ahead and take a little bit of this on the brush. Make sure you're not getting it all over the finger or flooding, you know, the sidewalls or anything. This is the dehydrator, very important. And then after that, I'm going to go in with the primer, which is step #2 in this lovely pink labeled bottle. Same thing though, so don't get a ton on your brush, don't go crazy. Ricky here, who's my hand model, has little nails right now, so you really don't need that much product. And take your time when you do this, that way you're not making a mess everywhere. Are you guys enjoying this segment? Because I know I've seen a lot of you guys in the comment section. I've been able to chat with a few of you. I know the regulars are in the chat every week, which is awesome. Thank you guys so much for being here. We love seeing and hearing from you. But I haven't really seen any recreations, and I think we'd really like to see some. That way we can share them on our page. Plus, we want to know if you guys are actually watching and following along with the steps at home. Going in with adhesive, which is #3. Because you guys can have access to these videos, you know, after they've been uploaded online, after the live is done, and you guys can go back and rewatch them. Or, you know, you can always message us if you have questions about how it's done, or, you know, if there's a certain step that you need or something that you missed, you can always message us and we'll be there to help you guys out. So get up close to the cuticle, but not on the skin. You want to apply enough so that the powder sticks, but you really don't want to be flooding the sidewalls. You don't want to have too much because then the powder is just going to mush everywhere. Sorry, you guys probably see us shifting around everywhere. We've got a ton of different camera angles to work with. So let us know in the comment section. Now that you guys have been seeing a lot more of how dip works, have you been using it in your shop? Do your clients like it? Do you like it? And do you get questions from, you know, fellow nail techs? Okay, so now that that's prepped, I am going to be doing 3 glitter nails and 2 accent nails. So, I'm going to pull these guys into camera. So I'm using kimchi, here let's see if I can pick up all 3. Kimchi, ginger, and visage. And I put them all into one dip tray. So if you see here, Super sparkly. And this is what I'm going to be using for 3 of the nails. So what I did was I poured equal parts, or approximately equal parts, into the dip tray. Whoa, that was really hard to say. Into the dip tray. And then I just mixed them all together with a dotting tool. So I'm going to do it on the pinky, the index, and the thumb. So you're going to flip your client upside down. And 1, 2, 3. You don't have to go 3, but I don't know, 1, 2, 3 seems like a good number. And it's crazy because you're going to see massive glitter payoff in here. I mean, look at that. Super sparkly. And if you miss any little section, you can just grab a little bit with your finger, no big deal, and just pat it on.
Okay, so you can take it on the top down. What you were saying.
How's that?
Yeah.
Because with glitter, you want it to be full of glitter, right? Do you guys mix your glitters, mix your colors? Because I mean, you guys can create an infinite number of color combinations with the 48 different colors that we've got. So I'm just using a really fluffy brush and lightly dusting over my client, or my hand model right now. And I'm going to go in and do another layer of adhesive. You can do 3 layers before curing. Huh? Do you guys see how sparkly this is? It's crazy. And I think with this glitter we may be able to get away with just 2 coats, but we'll see. So go ahead and pat that in a couple times with all 3 fingers. And I know a lot of you guys in the comment section always comment on like how much powder you should have in the tray for an actual service. I actually have too much powder in this tray because I'm way heavy-handed and poured way too much glitter of one color. So then I had to even it out by pouring more of the other colors. Just in case you were wondering why there's so much powder in this tray. This is not the normal amount. Unless your client has like super crazy long nails, then by all means go for it. So I honestly think that 2 coats is sufficient. I know a lot of people like to do 3. I personally feel like 2 is enough because if you do too many, it can get too thick and it won't look as natural as we want it to look. Missed a couple spots on the sidewalls. And take it with my finger and just pat it in. Okay, so for the ring and the middle finger, you guys have all seen this color before, Jackie Triptych. This is the black. This is super dark. I already poured a little bit into the tray. I didn't pour much just because we are only doing 2 fingers. You can flip your client over, same thing, 1, 2, and 3. 1, 2, and 3. And I just shake it around to try to even out the powder. Dust it off a little bit. Totally divoted that guy. So, very lightly dust, but again, I got a little excited, put too much pressure on that guy. But that's totally okay because we can go in, apply our adhesive, and dip again. I honestly think there's something wrong with this adhesive. And I should have figured that out before. So if you guys are doing this at your shop or at home, I highly, highly recommend putting like a disposable towel underneath your client's hand because this, as you can see, gets very messy. Because especially with the static, this dipping powder tends to go everywhere. Okay. That looks better. Nice and dark. what is your guys' favorite color as far as all the colors that we have? I know that Ricky put out on social media a while back asking you guys what your favorite color was, but I mean, if you're like us, I assume your favorite color changes like every week. So into the light, we're gonna go for 60 seconds of something. Okay. Aren't you curing it like 3 times?
Yeah. Okay. Makes sense.
All right, so now that our lovely model is out of the lamp, I'm going to go in with our gel top, number 4 in the red bottle. And I'm going to go ahead and apply this over everything we already did. This is very important when we go in with our design. Wow, you really see that shine come through. It's really bright. Like, my eyes aren't even able to focus on it because it's that bright. So this step is vital as far as going over and doing design, because if you do not use the top coat prior to going in with a design color, then whatever color powder you use is going to stick to the whole nail, regardless of whether there's adhesive over it or not. If that doesn't make sense now, I will try to explain it later when I go ahead and do her design. And hopefully then it makes sense. If not, go ahead and ask a question in the comment section and we'll get to you guys. Isn't that crazy, the amount of shine we get just off of 2 coats of glitter? Super crazy. All right, back into the lamp, please. And with the top coat, we go ahead and cure for 60 seconds. Now while she's in there, I'll go ahead and talk you guys through what we're gonna do next. I've already got this marbleized look going on in this dip tray. I used these 3 powders here. Just kidding. I used these 3 powders here. I used Vesuvius, Little Sister, and Heartbeat. I figured these are the brightest ones as far as red, orange, and yellow for the flame look that we're gonna do today. And I also went ahead and poured out some of the white acrylic powder. You guys all know what this one is. And you don't need much, so honestly, I poured out enough to do 1 or 2 nails because these are going to be our accent nails. And then I'm going to go ahead and take the container of white, and I'm just using this as a little tile substitute essentially. Taking our adhesive, I'm just going to dip it down on top, and this is what I'm going to be pulling from to draw on our design. Alright, so now that she's out and cured, I'm going to go ahead and take this number 1 Artfinity brush. And if you guys can see, I already cut off some of the bristles, so it's really fine. You're going to go ahead and take that and drag it through your product, getting enough for your design. I just grab a little bead of it every time. And this is the hard part because the nail is already so shiny, but you're going to want to try to draw on a little flame design. So this is where you want to use the light and try to figure out exactly where you put your adhesive. It's a little tricky at first. But I mean, the great thing about the adhesive is that it's not a glue, it's not a resin, so I'm able to paint this on, and then once we dip into the product, we can always move it around with like a cuticle pusher after, and everything will be just fine.
What finger do you curl to you? Yes. There we go.
Alright guys, I know that's pretty hard for you guys to see at home. At least I'm assuming it is, because it's really hard for me to see in person too. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and flip her over and dip into the white powder and flip back. With that fluffy brush, just dust off the excess. If you go a little too thick, that's alright. Take your cuticle pusher, and I take the back end and just scrape off whatever excess is at the front. She has really, really short nails right now, so this may happen with some of your clients that have really short natural nails. Just go ahead and pat it back, and then with the side of this, I go in and redefine the shape of the flame. because now that the pigment is on top, it's easy to see where it all went and where it needs to go. Have you guys tried this yet? Because I think I did this on a couple other videos and I haven't seen anybody recreate it, and I'm wondering if it's easy for you guys. If you guys maybe, you know, came up with another method that I haven't come up with, that would be cool. And if you could share that. I know this one's a little time consuming just for this specific design, because we have to put the white down in order to see the red, the orange, and the yellow. So I'm going to do this to 2 nails. Same thing that we did before, picking up your adhesive with the brush and painting it on. And this works fine for clients with short nails, with long nails. It doesn't matter. So I know, like, I have some clients that'll come in and they're like, well, I can't have fancy designs because my nails are short. Well, then show them this. They can do this. This is fine on any length. Go ahead and flip over. Let's see. So very gently scrape off the excess and then redefine the shape if you need. Alright, I'm content with that, so I'm going to go ahead and have her go into the lamp. We only needed that much white powder, so to be honest, I think this is sufficient, just because you don't want to go too thin where the nail will be hitting the bottom of the tray. I'm going to keep our adhesive ready, because we're going to have to go over what we did in the white. We're going to have to go over that with the marbled colors that we created before. Okay, so tell me something that you guys like about dip. I'd love to hear what you guys like, because I know there's a lot of controversy out in, you know, the beauty industry, and we hear a lot of different things from people on social media, or we hear it from clients, you know, when they come in and they tell us, I heard about this dip stuff, or this gel powder is what they like to call it, you know, and do you guys sit down with your clients and educate them as far as what Dipfinity is? Or what Dipfinity can offer them, you know? Explaining to your clients what dip is helps not only educate them, but also they're going to tell their friends, and then they're going to tell their friends. You're going to get even more clients once everybody understands, you know, what the enhancement process is and what it can do for their natural nails. So now that she's out, same thing again. Go ahead and grab your product, and this time it's easier because we can see the white on top of the black. And you're just going to want to outline that again, go over it all with the adhesive. I just pick up a glob and then move it around. Do you guys like to do more hand painting stuff, 3D? Like what's some stuff that you guys enjoy doing or want to see more of here at KUPA? Because, you know, we're open to suggestions. We love to hear from you guys. And I know a lot of you guys love interacting with us. We got some top fans. And I know you guys are here every week, which is awesome. Or actually multiple times a week, since we do 2 shows. Are any of you guys watching right now with your clients at work? Because I think that's awesome. Like, your clients get some cool ideas, you get to watch and work and make your money, you know? You get to sit there, chat with somebody about what's going on. Alright, so we are almost to the fun part. It's a little bit different than actually drawing it on with, you know, like a gel paint or an acrylic paint, but this is something cool that you guys can do with dip if you don't know how to do 3D acrylic art. it's almost 3D acrylic art. I mean, it sticks up a little bit, so it's like the flames are kind of coming at you. 1, 2, and 3. 1, 2, 3, let's see. So same thing, we have some excess. So you use your cuticle pusher and get the excess off the top. And then you want to very, very lightly dust off the excess. And I say very lightly, so not only I can remind you guys, but also remind myself, because I get a little crazy. I love that our adhesive is not glue, because I would get glue all over my finger and most likely all over my client's finger, especially if they have little nails. Okay, into the light. So are your guys' clients, you know, more on the edgy side? Do they like the dark designs with the bright accents? Or are they more of like the pastels and the nudes? Because I know we all have our group of ladies that love their nudes, or like that nudish pink color. Everybody comes in wanting that. And I know that, I mean, I kind of get tired of seeing it. So I'm like, hey, why don't we try like a pastel purple today? You know, it is spring, so like, why don't we try maybe a yellow? Or, you know, throwing some different color ideas. And then once it goes on their nails, usually they're so surprised at how it looks on them, and then they're more open to getting out of their comfort zone and trying some new designs. And you're able to have more fun, you know, trying new designs on them as well. So she's almost done curing in there. The last step that we have to do is just another gel top coat and file a little bit on the free edge just to make it nice and smooth, because it does get a little rough. Thank you. So dust off whatever you didn't before. And going in with a file, I'm just lightly filing away the very tip, because it's kind of rough and nobody wants those rough edges. I know a lot of my clients are moms and their concern is, you know, scratching their little ones. Or like if you're a pet owner, you don't want to scratch them either. So going in with a top coat, go ahead and get all of that. All right, and then back into the lamp. That wasn't too difficult. I mean, if you don't know how to do 3D acrylic yet, but you know how to, you know, paint with your brushes, or if you've been wanting to try out, you know, some of our art brushes, this is the perfect time to go ahead and get some. I do suggest, you know, trimming up the top a little bit to make it on the thinner side. That way you're able to get in and do those fine details with the brush. But you know, it's really up to you. You can do anything with the tools that we have here. And I would love to see maybe if you do the same technique but a different design, or you know, the same design but different colors. All of that would be really cool. And then make sure that you're hashtagging your photos too with, you know, Mani Pro Monday. That way we can see in that category what you guys are creating at home. And also, if you haven't entered that link, I hope you did. We're probably going to be announcing the winner really soon, so make sure you get on that. Also, there is a coupon code in the comment section, so make sure you take note of that. You know, screenshot it if you're on your phone, or write it down on a piece of paper, and make sure you're using that code to go ahead and buy some more awesome colors that we have. All right, so now that she's out of the lamp and cured, she is all set and ready to go. I'm not sure how long that took because I don't have a watch on me or my phone, but I know it went way faster than, you know, like a full set of acrylic or doing a gel mani and design, whether it's 3D or hand painted. So this went by really fast, and this is going to last her a long time, because I know a lot of the clients out there, they want something that looks good, they want something that's going to last, they want to get their money's worth, and for you, you want to get, you know, the most out of your time. So being able to do this as far as a full enhancement and design this fast, it's almost quicker than a gel manicure, you know, depending on what colors you use and what designs. So tell us what you think in the comment section as far as this design and dip, and congratulations to the winner. And we will see you guys next week for another Mani Pro Monday, and hopefully I'll see you guys there. Bye!